Can I be honest with you? One of the biggest mistakes I see women make on GLP-1 weight loss shots is not eating enough. And I know that sounds backwards because you're thinking, I'm finally not hungry. Isn't that the point? But here's the truth most women aren't told. Undereating on GLP-1 medicines can actually stall fat loss, drain your energy, and work against your metabolism, especially after 40. So if you're on a GLP-1 weight loss medicine and you're feeling tired, stalled, or confused about food, this episode is for you. Hey, it's Coach Kisha, and I'm a nurse practitioner and a holistic nutrition weight loss coach. And I've personally been on GLP-1 weight loss medicines for over 2 years. I started with Ozempic, and I have later transitioned to Mounjaro. And now I coach women over 40 who are navigating weight loss with or without the medication. And this is Weight Talk Thursdays, where we keep it heart-centered, hormone friendly, and real life approved. Because weight loss after 40 requires more than just a prescription. So let's talk about why eating less is not always better, even on a medicine designed to help reduce our appetite. GLP-1 medications absolutely reduce hunger, and that part works beautifully. But here's the disconnect. Hunger is not always the same thing as fuel needs. Even if your hunger is quiet, your body still needs protein to protect muscle, nutrients to support your hormones, enough energy to keep your metabolism responsive. When women stop eating because they just don't feel hungry, the body shifts into conservation mode, especially in midlife. And midlife bodies are already sensitive to muscle loss, cortisol spikes, metabolic slowdown. So the key thing I want you to remember is just because you're not hungry, it doesn't mean your body doesn't need fuel. Ignoring that signal is one of the fastest ways to stall your fat loss. And this is exactly where I start to see stalls happen. But here are a few signs that can alert you when you are not eating enough, because it doesn't always scream, you're not eating enough. You need to be aware of some signs. Some common signs of underfueling can include extreme fatigue or needing naps just to function, dizziness or lightheadedness, hair shedding, muscle loss or feeling soft instead of toned, constipation, workouts feeling harder to do and not easy, the scale is not moving anymore, or your weight is coming back. And here's a big one. When these signs appear, women often assume the medication has failed them. But most of the time, the body is saying, I don't feel safe enough to keep letting go of the fat. And that's not a willpower issue. That's just plain old biology. So if the answer to weight loss on or off weight loss medicine, if it isn't just eat less, what actually matters when trying to shed pounds? What do you actually need to focus on instead? And this is where we need to shift our mindset. And instead of asking, how little can I eat? We start asking, how can I fuel my body well enough with this less appetite? And here's what matters the most: protein. Protein at every meal. Protein protects muscle loss, it stabilizes our blood sugar, and it supports fat loss, especially on GLP-1 medications. Eating something even when your appetite is low, something small intentional, a small intentional meal. It can still count. You don't need a feast. You just need consistency. Simple meals over perfect meals. This isn't the season for gourmet cooking. This is the season for reliable nutrition and strength training support. Muscle is your metabolic insurance policy after 40. Without muscle, weight loss becomes really, really hard with or without the medication. And I always remind my clients, the goal isn't eating less forever. It's eating enough to protect your metabolism. And that's how you keep the results after the medication has subsided or it's gone. And this brings us to the bigger picture that doesn't get talked about enough also. Why coaching and guidance matters. It matters more than you think. Medication does not equal education. GLP-1s don't teach you how to fuel your body, how to protect your muscle, how to manage stress, sleep, and hormones, or how to eat when appetite cues are not reliable. Those habits have to be learned. And confidence comes from understanding what your body actually needs and not guessing or Googling what you think you need to make your way through. GLP-1s can be a powerful weight loss tool, but only when we work with our bodies and not against it. Now, if this message or episode is resonating with you and you would like to learn more, this information is exactly what I break down in my book, The Wait is Over, especially for women over 40 navigating weight loss with or without medicine. The Wait is Over is about understanding your body so you're not afraid of stalls, plateaus, or what happens next. And you can find my book at amplehealthandwellness.com, or you can click the link in the program's description. Now, in the next Weight Talk Thursdays, we're going to talk about how to protect your metabolism on GLP-1s, especially after 40, because that's the key to avoiding stalls and fear around weight regain. And remember, weight loss isn't just about the scale. It's about sustainability. Well, this is all I have for this Weight Talk Thursday. Thank you for joining and listening. And if you're watching this around the holidays, I just want to wish you peace, rest, and kindness towards yourself during the season. Until the next episode, I need you to remember also, your health is not your secret. It's your story, so own it. I need you to stay healthy and please be safe. Bye.